Quick question. What are you actually paying for AI right now? Like if you went and looked at your bank statement, I did this myself, and honestly, it kind of annoyed me because between the subscriptions and the tools, a lot of people are sitting at 100, maybe 150 bucks a month. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of that you don't need, not because AI isn't worth paying for, it's because the free versions got good, like actually good. So let me walk you through 7 free tools that cover pretty much everything. And then at the end, I'll tell you the one situation where I do think paying makes sense. Okay, first one, just your everyday AI, the free versions of Claude and ChatGPT. Here's a little test for you. Go scroll your last 20 conversations with AI. How many of those actually needed the fancy premium model? For most people, it's like 2. Writing an email doesn't need the smartest AI on earth. Neither does brainstorming captions. So start free, and when you genuinely hit a wall, when you're annoyed at the limits, that's when you upgrade, not before. Second one, research. Perplexity, the free version. You ask it a question, it searches the web and gives you an answer with the sources, which sounds simple, but think about what that replaces. That's the hour you used to spend with 15 tabs open trying to figure out which article to trust. I use it for checking out competitors, seeing what people complain about in a niche, that kind of thing. Third, design. Canva's free plan. And look, I know everybody knows Canva, but people sleep on how much the free version covers now. Thumbnails, post graphics, simple slides. My team honestly still does half our stuff on the free features. You don't need a designer for a quote card. Fourth one, video editing, CapCut. If you're doing shorts or reels at all, this is the whole editing setup. The auto captions alone matter because most people scroll with their sound off. If the words aren't on screen, they're gone. And it's free, which is funny because editing software used to cost real money. Fifth, and this one still kind of blows my mind, DeepSeek, a completely free AI that performs near the level of the expensive models. It came out of China, it rattled the whole industry, and the big companies are still a little upset about it. For heavy thinking, research, working through a complicated problem, it's free. I don't fully understand how that's the world we live in, but here we are. Sixth, building stuff. So Google has this thing called AI Studio, totally free, with genuinely powerful models inside. And the big AI app builders, most of them have free tiers that are enough to build your first simple tool, which means you can go from I have an idea to there's a working thing on my screen without spending $1. I don't think people have caught up to how crazy that is yet. Seventh, images. The image generation inside the free chatbots plus Canva's AI stuff covers your thumbnails, your mockups, your post graphics. You probably don't need a separate image subscription. So that's the list. Writing, research, design, video, thinking, building, images, that's kind of everything. And I'll be honest, this hits a little different for me because when I started online, I was paying for tools while I was negative $1,200 in my bank account. Those charges hurt. You get to skip that part. Okay, so when should you pay? Here's my rule, and it's the only rule you need. You pay for profit, not for potential. Meaning the moment AI is actually making you money, you upgrade the specific piece that's making the money. If your software business is bringing in customers, yeah, pay for the best builder. If content is your engine, pay for the best writer. But paying 100 bucks a month just in case while you're still figuring things out, that's backwards. Now here's the thing none of these tools fix though. Free or paid, they can't tell you what to build that people will actually pay for, and they can't get you customers. I've watched a lot of people build genuinely cool stuff that made $0, and it's always those two missing pieces. And honestly, that's why we built Maker AI. It finds you a software idea based on what people are actually paying for. It checks the demand before you waste a weekend building. It gives you the prompts to build the thing, and then it gives you the customer system, which is the part everybody skips. If you want to check it out, comment the word maker below or the links in the description. Here's what I'd actually do this week. Go cancel one subscription, just one. Swap in the free version and see if you even notice. That's it. That's the video. If it saved you some money, subscribe. I do this every week, and I'll see you in the next one.